Hello, this is Kenny Hawk from the television show Road Hawks.
Fire it up.
There's a recipe here. It's taking iconic American things and blending them with an off-road vehicle.
Our show can be seen on the History Channel and is entering into its second season. I also own Hawk Designs, the company featured on the show located right here in Chambersburg. At Hawk Designs, we build custom one-off vehicles and manufacture a complete line of parts for Jeeps and trucks. I got my start at the Franklin County Career and Technology Center. As an alumni of the FCCTC, I know that the school offers many great opportunities to get started in the field of manufacturing and fabrication. Jobs that are high-paying and in high demand in the Franklin County area. Programs that you will see featured here provide creative and fun educational experiences which will form the basis for you to start a great career. I invite you to learn more about these programs from some of the current students.
I originally knew that I wanted to be around computers, hardware, and the electronics program, video game, consoles, cell phones, everything you think of that runs off of electronics.
I like drawing and designing, building, hands-on type of stuff. Engineering is kind of like you build, you design, like you fix things.
I found myself in this program because I wanted to see how things work. I was interested in space and robotics since I was a kid. And so that was just all placed together to my end goal, to use these new techniques that I've learned at Career Tech to influence my future occupation for either working with NASA or government.
The electronics program is how the computer actually works internally, not so much about the program part of it, it's more about the hardware aspect. Why does the computer run in the first place? All the systems, how they all work together to make the computer be a computer.
Instead of computers running the software off the hardware, we are making the hardware that runs everything. The boards that have the processors on them, amplifiers for audio equipment. It's essentially getting our feet wet into what you're going to do. You realize that you have how many different tools of equipment to learn and design different circuits, how they work.
This is very hands-on program. We have desoldering and soldering, component work. My plan is actually to go into more of the military, into like the intelligence field, and I can use that hardware aspect.
If you're thinking on the lines of going with computers, but you're not sure as in what yet, or you're even thinking of anything audio, something that might be put into a car that's more of the electronic side, or anything of the sort that runs off electricity, you can think of our shop as that.
The people from Letterkenny did actually come in to our shop and they mentioned that they were looking for people. And in Letterkenny, they do want a lot of people from the electronics field. You can get a civilian military contract. You can work on the base and help put electronic stuff into missiles.
Basically, we can take a just random piece of solid steel or aluminum or whatever, and we can machine it using cutting to make something. You don't think about it, but a specialist in my field probably made one of those fidget spinners that you're playing with at your house, and that might have taken a good many hours, but nobody really thinks about how long it takes to make that. You just play with it.
You can start on a manual machine. You could go on a CNC, or you could be programming in the classroom.
After I graduate high school, I would really like to join the military. The machining aspect will be really helpful because there's going to be a lot of just working in a shop and stuff like that. Having this knowledge that I learned here is really going to help me with that experience.
I'm going on co-op shortly to Volvo. I will be putting parts into a machine, loading the program up, and running the programs through.
There's a lot of machinist jobs out there where you might be making stuff for the government or the military. They're always looking for a good machinist that knows what they're doing.
This program doesn't only teach you skills for the workplace, it teaches you respect, and it also teaches you how to get a job. They don't just do the stuff for you, they teach you how to do it yourself.
The future of the industry, all automated, it's a lot of robotics, and just programming them and making tasks easier and more efficient.
The end goal is finding automation. It starts off with motor controls, the basic fundamentals of motors, and then you get more advanced with pneumatics, which is air and control and stuff like that. And then you put the two together in the end for robotics.
We program how long you want the assembly running, how you would want a certain robot to pack boxes or certain items in it. If something breaks down, you know how to troubleshoot and figure out what the problem is and get it fixed. If you already have a way of doing things, you can maybe figure out a more efficient way to do it to save money and time.
Well, my favorite part about the program was just putting everything together, troubleshooting it, and then seeing that final goal is the big wave of relief.
My aim is to work at Volvo, and I know they do a lot of robotics. This program is preparing me for making the programs, how to troubleshoot and solve problems.
Well, you can be a mechanical engineer, or you can be a robotics technician, or just basic automation control person. The
demand for industrial workers and maintenance workers is rising.
A typical day in engineering, come in and get on computers, look at our assignment for the day. Usually an assignment would be a project with a team, and it's usually hands-on, and it's a lot of fun building something, robotics, or even working on computers to 3D model something.
What we do every day is a mix of different types of engineering that include mechanical design, electrical, civil, and manufacturing engineering.
The 3D modeling really interested me. That was really cool at the time because you could see what they were making on the computer and then you could see it being printed.
You do a lot of math, you do a lot of hands-on type designing and building. If you work really hard, you can get more projects and work on what you want to work on and not just what is required for your NOC testing or for the shop to pass.
There's hundreds of jobs for engineering. Right now I'm actually on co-op with BY's Manufacturing. I'm assembling trailers. I'm planning to go to college for a mechanical engineering major.
I feel like it prepared me for my future career in a way that it created me to know what I was getting myself into and that I have a basis understanding of what I can do moving forward.